Hi, I'm Steve Richardson, and welcome to my latest video. Now, we as lawyers uh, have a lot of stress. It's really inescapable. It's the nature of what we do. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress practicing law, and that can at times be a bit crippling. But that stress is oftentimes based on fear. And we can experience fear both when working in our practice and representing clients, but also on our practice and trying to build and maintain a business. Stress, worry, and fear about where the next dollar is going to come from. So today I wanted to talk about a method of dealing with that fear, coping with it. And from what I've read in an article recently, this method is called the Chuck Norris Way. And for those of us of my generation, we remember Chuck Norris, pretty fearless guy. But this way is not about being devoid of fear, being fearless, but about moving forward despite it. The truly brave people aren't fearless. They just do what they have to do despite their fear. So this is the Chuck Norris way. And think about doing this whenever you're confronting stress or fear. First thing, really, you have to identify what your fears are. Their fears can be general, like the fear of failure, criticism, or the unknown, or it could be a more specific fear related to a particular case you're working on. A fear of what might happen if you go to trial. So different types of fears, the general and the specific, and this three-step process applies to both. The first thing you need to do is to acknowledge your fear. Sometimes, and I get this way, and I'm sure you do, it's just a stress you can't quite identify, something you're worried about, but you can't quite put your finger on. Well, this first part of the exercise is to get that out, to identify it. So start by making a list of the fears that are holding you back. Again, whether they are general or specific, but get them out in the open. That helps and gets you on your way to dealing with it. And second, once you've identified and acknowledged those fears, then put together a plan for dealing with it, a step by step plan to confront that fear, to confront that problem. And I found that when I'm worried about something, you tend to just stew about it and worry about it. But once I start thinking about it, once I start working on it, then I have more of a feeling of accomplishment that I'm overcoming that fear. So put together a plan for that to overcome that fear. And the third is take action, implement that plan. I got out of litigation, but because of the stress and things I just didn't want to deal with anymore. But the stress and the worry really were all even before the trial started. Once I got to the courthouse, once the judge came onto the bench, once I was on my feet and trying the case, it was a lot easier. The stress bled off a bit because I was taking action. So start implementing your plan. And you don't have to take big strides, just small, deliberate actions towards confronting those fears, towards overcoming them. And you'll find that as you're taking action, as you're chipping away on it, that fear, that stress will reduce. We all have stress, we all have fears. Let's deal with it. So, when it comes to that, acknowledge your fears, make a plan to overcome them, and then take action on that plan. So, if you've been dealing with a stress based on certain fears, I hope that this Chuck Norris way helps you and gives you a structure which you can use to overcome those fears. And if you like this video, be sure to smash the like button. It'll help the YouTube algorithm spread the word. And also, if you're enjoying these videos, please be sure to hit the subscribe and like and bell icon to get notifications of new videos. I release one every week. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next video.